FashionGHANA.com.
So how is your conscious music being embraced in Ghana? I mean, I know people obviously are going to welcome you. You're a Canadian, you've got a bubbly spirit. Hey, welcome. Hey, you're a beautiful woman. Hey. Okay, but when it comes to the lyrics, how are they reacting to, hey, I've got to, use this cocoa butter and I've got to eat. How are Ghanaians?
Oh, it's funny because I just came from getting interviewed today by Net2 TV right there in near Medina, and we played The Shift, my song The Shift, and I even questioned too, like if they don't play Went to Ghana, will they even take in what I'm really saying with all the other songs, So I've been getting such amazing feedback on my song The Shift, and that's talking about vibrations been raised. We're living in a new age. It's a new day. Old friends, new friends. Old friends part ways. New friends are making. Like, people are actually understanding what I'm saying. Even on Metro TV too, they play that song, and people were like calling in and saying, "I love The Shift. I love The Shift." Ghanaians, right? And a lot of Ghanaians, I'm realizing they really like rap. They love hip hop, right? So shout out to Sarkodie, because even hearing him rap made me shocked of how much culture hip hop is in Ghana, right? And so I generally feel that a lot of people are resonating with my lyrics, especially with Purpose. A lot of Ghanaians have DM'd me, "Yo, I love your song Purpose. It's actually my favorite song." I'm like, amazing. Went to Ghana isn't your favorite song, but Purpose is? I'm even happy to hear that, So I think they understand me and it resonates.
And so what do you think of Sarkodie? You just shouted him out. What do you think of him? Like, just express yourself.
Energy. When I think of Sarkodie, first thing that comes to mind is energy, confidence, boldness, like resilience, right? He stands ground in who he is as an artist and as a person, and his lyrical ability. Because, people actually translate it for me. I have a friend of mine who speaks fluent Tree, and he'll be like, okay, he said this. And then he also speaks Pidgin sometime in his rap, so I understand every other word, so I understand that. But even if I don't understand everything fully, it's the way he ties a certain, exactly, the flow.
So how do you think Sarkodie fares to some of the top rappers in Canada? How would you place him in comparison to some of the top rappers in Canada?
It's interesting because a lot of Canadians that I know personally, like, don't really know too much Ghanaian rappers right here. Sarkodie isn't huge in Canada right now, right? But if I were to put him on that list, like, he's definitely up there, like top 10. If I understood everything he said, and a lot of Canadians did, I know he'd be top 10 in anyone's list.
And do you know any other artists or musicians in Ghana that are of any interest to you?
Oh yes, I think they're gonna have to see one of these interviews, because Fuse ODG is one of my favorites, and Sarkodie and Shatawale as well. So. Those three are like top notch. One day.
The moment you mention Shatawale, you've gone into an artist battle, because there is a Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy, no.
Right? So is that specifically Stonebwoy is out of the category, or is he in there as well?
He's in there, but top three was my thoughts. Like, when I think of the top three, those three: Fuse, Sarkodie, and Shatawale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Fuse is a little bit on the same page as you, hey, go back to Africa, like your woman, she's beautiful.
What is that? What do you?
He's singing. He emphasized on the last word.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
But he's a little bit on the same page as you, right?
Like mentality-wise, you mean, or like? Oh, okay, yeah.
In terms of content and what he's rapping about. I think not his last song, but I think the song before his last song was African Woman or something.
I need to hear more, because I don't remember what song that is.
Yeah, he got some songs.
He has a lot, yeah, it really is. Yeah, but I like he's very versatile, and even like club music, dance music, happy music, fun music, spirituality, all them things he has down pat,
Right.
Yeah.
He's really good. But are you planning to work with any artist whilst you're here, or right now it's just the vibe to, hey, this is who I like, this is who I got to know in the story?
So I definitely want to work with even local artists, because honestly, like, there's a possibility we can all come up together, right? I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I want to work with this one, I want to work with you, Sarkodie, because they're already out there. No, and it's not even because they're up there; it's because of the respect and the top-notch level of their lyricism and their energy. And I could just sense energy really well, so I'm like, all right, we would vibe, in the studio. But local artists, I'm looking at an artist named Godfather. Godfather is a local upcoming artist as well. Another artist, young artist in Accra is an artist named DJ. We have 2 songs that we're creating right now. Yeah.
Okay.
And another Ghanaian artist named Most Jeff that I have a song already out called Africa Home Again. So
Nice.
he's
So
also
that's on
that
YouTube.
verse. Yes.
Africa Home Again.
Yes, and that's when I shot everything in Accra. I went different waterfalls. I went to Aburi Gardens. Yeah, Medina Market, everything.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And how do you feel like there's very little room for conscious rap in Africa? Because, you know, here we're not dealing with Europeans, and I mean, we're dealing with our own government that's bad.
Yeah.
So even if there's quote unquote conscious rap is going to be political, it's not going to be race.
It won't be race related in that sense.
No one has anything to say about white people because no one can see white people in the immediate troubles that they're facing. So do you think that conscious rap is literally not going to find a home in Africa?
I definitely feel like it absolutely will. Matter of fact, people told me, please come to Ghana, like come to Africa, you know, we need these type of lyrics. Because it doesn't, you know, consciousness doesn't mean anti-white in that sense, right? It just means a different form of outlook on life, right? In my opinion, only my definition I can say. I don't want to debate nobody on your consciousness and your cool. Y'all keep that. But for me personally, it's the outlook of life, and it's that spiritual high vibration that I bring to my music that I think can resonate anywhere in the continent as well. And even with Sarkodie's music, like he has political rap too that's talking about the government and they need to fix up, and the money even talks about police brutality and racism that, you know, bronies, you know, create, right? So I think there is a lot of room for that because they can relate, even though it's not directly affecting them, they can see it's happening to their own people all around the world. Africans who move to London, Africans who move to America, Africans who move to Canada, right? And what they hear from their own relatives and what they see with their own eyes. So I think 100% this music is not only possible, it's necessary, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
FashionGHANA.com.
TV.
I came to slay,
100%
African.
fashion.